Actually, my advice, our advice, I think, for any ukulele purchaser is that there's three things you're looking for. And in order, playability, then acoustics, and then aesthetics. Unfortunately, a lot of people turn those around and they buy the prettiest thing they can find at their price point. But in doing that, they usually sacrifice the other two things. The fact is, if the ukulele isn't playable, in the end, you're not going to play it. You're gonna set it down. It's going to hang on the wall, or it's going to be in the case. So for us, playability includes everything from the weight, the feel, the balance, the way the neck is carved, intonation, fretwork, and those are the things that you ought to be looking for first. And if you can satisfy all of those within your price point, then
get the pretty one.
Get the sound, and then get the pretty one.
Often I'll ask, kind of about their playing style, and I typically ask, what kind of ukulele do you play now? What size of ukulele? And then we just will kind of talk about how they play, how often they play, what kind of music they play, and are they going to finger pick, are they a heavy strummer? And then we'll talk about they love the different looks. I mean, I build the bodies, so I'm into the aesthetics too. So they want to know about the different woods and how they sound, and we'll play a few together, and I'll have them play, play some numbers for me, and so we'll kind of go from there. And I think often they'll just kind of gravitate towards one instrument or another. I think it's great when you have the opportunity to play multiple instruments and you just find one that kind of feels good to you and sounds good to you. So
we like to say that the instrument chooses the musician, and it's what we often say to people. And one thing that happens at almost every show is that someone will kind of come up and they will play one instrument and they'll gravitate to it, like Char was saying, and they'll keep coming back to that instrument, and they will leave the show and say, I'll think about it. And we'll get a call, almost every show, we get a call 2 days later, hey, that one I was playing, and it'll be gone. And it's like, when an instrument chooses you, you have to listen to what's going on, because it's a bond that's forming. Actually, and I might apply this to not even a vintage or used instrument. So the thing, when someone hands me an instrument, there are things that I look at. The first thing I do is play it. I just want to hold it, and in doing that, I'm going to immediately feel the neck, and I'm going to feel the fretwork. I don't want to feel sharp fret ends. And I want to, what's the action like? And that's something now, when you get into vintage instruments, sometimes the instrument is shifted, and the action is higher or lower than it should be, or there's fret buzz, and I want to know that. In any instrument, I'm going to immediately check the intonation. I'm going to check it at the 12th fret and see if it's in tune with itself. And that's going to be a construction issue. And then I'm going to look down the fretboard. I'm going to see, is the fretboard level as it ought to be? And I'm going to then look at some structural components, the neck body joint especially. I'm going to see if anything's twisted or torqued, and just kind of look at it and see if it looks wonky. Because if you're not a builder, you're gonna see that. You're gonna feel if it's something's out of sync with it.
You're gonna look at the bridge, just the top of the instrument,
right.
To see, sometimes
the bridge nicely glued down, exactly. Right. So, just bridge, action, neck, body, joint, buzzing, fretboard, the tuners, they feel good.
Right.
But if it sounds good and it plays good, trust your ear, trust your instinct.